Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Future Force Skies and Skills. Please subscribe and like my videos. Today we are going to dive deep into a critical and high-stakes topic that has captured global attention: Moscow in danger. Ukraine's drone and missile strikes shake Russia's energy system. We will explore this situation as if it were a comprehensive system under review, analyzing it from the perspective of its external impact, internal operations, performance under stress, safety measures, unique strategic elements, the high cost involved, and what conclusions we can draw about the unfolding events. This is not just about headlines or news. It's about understanding the mechanics and implications of how Ukraine's strikes are reshaping the energy landscape in Russia and potentially altering the strategic calculus of the war. When we examine the exterior, we are talking about everything visible and immediately impactful. The exterior represents the external strikes themselves, drones and missiles crossing borders and hitting Russian energy infrastructure. Ukraine has, over the course of the conflict, increasingly developed the ability to reach far into Russian territory using advanced drones and long-range missile systems. The targets of these operations have included refineries, fuel depots, pumping stations, power plants, and control centers. These strikes are not only tactical but symbolic. They demonstrate that the war is no longer confined to the front lines, but reaches deep into Russia's economic lifelines. The exterior is the first layer of visibility, where the impact is immediate and observable. It includes the visible damage to pipelines, tanks, electrical lines, and industrial complexes. Satellite imagery, news reports, and on-the-ground footage often capture this dramatic evidence of strikes, showing explosions, fires, smoke plumes, and infrastructure destroyed. The visible impact forces Russia to respond quickly, either by repairing damaged facilities, rerouting fuel flows, or deploying additional security measures. The exterior also incorporates Russia's defensive mechanisms: anti-aircraft systems, radar networks, electronic warfare units, and point defense measures. Ukraine's strategy often involves saturating these defenses, using multiple drones or coordinated missile strikes to overwhelm protective layers, which increases the likelihood of successful penetration. The exterior, in this context, is the first impression of the conflict's intensity and reach, and it directly affects public perception, morale, and political pressure inside Russia. Moving deeper into the system, the interior represents the hidden, complex, and interdependent mechanisms that make Russia's energy infrastructure function. The interior is vast and intricate, encompassing pipelines, refineries, pumping stations, storage facilities, electrical grids, control systems, and human operators. Within a refinery, for example, crude oil is processed into fuels, lubricants, and other products, which are then distributed via pipelines or trucks. Pipelines themselves rely on pumps, compressors, valves, sensors, and supervisory control systems to maintain flow and pressure. Electricity generation, although not always the direct target, depends on fuel supplies and is closely linked to the performance of the overall energy network. When a strike hits a pipeline station or refinery, the internal system reacts with a series of automatic and human-controlled processes designed to contain damage, maintain safety, and minimize disruption. For instance, valves may automatically shut to prevent leaks, alarms trigger, and engineers initiate emergency protocols. Yet, the interior vulnerabilities can be significant. Many facilities operate with aging equipment, limited redundancy, and centralized control points. Damage to a single node can have cascading effects downstream. If a pumping station fails, the crude supply to refineries can be interrupted, fuel deliveries may be delayed, and entire regions could experience shortages. The internal logistics of repair are complex, teams must be deployed, Replacement parts must arrive, and safety inspections must be performed before operations resume. Human operators play a critical role inside the interior. Decision-making under pressure can determine whether damage remains localized or spreads. Control room teams analyze sensor data, coordinate with field engineers, and make judgments about which pipelines or refineries to isolate. Strategic stockpiles come into play here as well, offering a temporary buffer to absorb supply disruptions. The interior also includes cyber resilience. Many modern energy systems rely on SCADA supervisory control and data acquisition systems, which coordinate pumps, valves, sensors, and distribution networks. If a strike damages physical infrastructure or disrupts communications, these systems may automatically engage fail-safes, switch to backup controls, or reroute data. However, cyber or physical damage to control systems can multiply the effects of the strike, leading to prolonged outages or operational inefficiencies. Another critical aspect of the interior is the interdependence of nodes. A strike on a refinery not only reduces output at that location, but affects downstream fuel transport, sales, and local industrial usage. Pipelines feeding the refinery may need to be rerouted or shut down. Electrical generation may be affected if fuel supply is disrupted. In essence, the interior functions like the nervous system of the energy network, transmitting the effects of external strikes throughout the system, revealing strengths and vulnerabilities, and determining the speed and effectiveness of recovery. Human resilience, institutional planning, logistical support, and engineering expertise all interact inside this interior to either mitigate damage or exacerbate the crisis. Performance, under these circumstances, becomes a measure of how well the system continues to operate despite attacks. In peacetime, Russia's energy system is highly capable, with large throughput capacity, multiple distribution paths, and extensive reserves. Under attack, performance declines in a non-linear fashion. A single strike at a critical refinery may reduce crude processing by a significant percentage. Pipeline damage slows fuel transit and can trigger cascading delays across regions. Reports indicate that Ukraine's coordinated attacks have forced some refineries to idle production temporarily, which tightens domestic supply and can impact industrial and civilian consumption. Energy performance is not just about output volume, it also includes stability, efficiency, reliability, and redundancy. Drones and missiles testing the limits of air defenses can reveal weak points in protection layers, and repeated strikes increase stress on repair teams, operators, and reserve systems. Performance also depends on the interplay of defensive measures and offensive persistence. Russian air defenses, if functioning optimally, intercept a high percentage of incoming drones and missiles, maintaining system integrity. If strikes are coordinated to saturate defenses, performance drops, and the risk of outages rises. Long-term degradation occurs if repair cycles cannot keep pace with the frequency of attacks, reducing throughput, increasing costs, and forcing operational compromises. Safety features within this system are designed to protect both infrastructure and people. In energy networks, these include physical protections such as reinforced control centers, blast-resistant facilities, isolation valves, fire suppression systems, and redundant backup infrastructure. Emergency protocols, rapid deployment repair teams, and stockpiled spare parts are also part of safety measures. In the context of the strikes, additional layers include active defenses, radar detection, interceptor missiles, electronic jamming, and anti-drone systems. Civilian safety also factors in buffer zones, emergency notifications, and evacuation plans aimed to reduce casualties in the event of strikes. These safety measures are constantly tested during attacks. Ukraine's strategy of simultaneous strikes challenges both the physical and operational safeguards, forcing operators to activate emergency protocols and test redundancy. While the systems are robust in design, no protection is absolute. Multiple strikes, attacks on control nodes, or hits on strategic storage can overwhelm safety margins, leading to operational disruptions or potential hazards. The unique selling points, or distinctive strategic advantages, are evident on both sides of this conflict. Ukraine's drone and missile campaign showcases technological and strategic innovation. The ability to hit deep inside Russia demonstrates reach and precision. Cost-effectiveness of drones relative to conventional missile systems allows sustained operations at manageable expense. The psychological impact on Russia is significant. Knowing that domestic infrastructure is vulnerable creates both political and societal pressure. Ukraine's targeting strategy focuses on high-impact nodes, maximizing disruption with minimal expenditure. On Russia's side, scale and redundancy offer resilience. Multiple pipelines, diverse power generation facilities, and large strategic reserves mitigate the effect of isolated strikes. Hardened control centers, defensive deployments, and rapid repair capabilities also serve as strategic advantages. Economic and institutional resources allow Russia to mobilize repairs, reroute fuel, and maintain partial operations, reducing the overall strategic impact of attacks. The cost of this campaign is extremely high. For Ukraine, operating drones, missiles, logistics, intelligence, and personnel involves significant expenditure. Every strike carries operational risk and the possibility of escalation. For Russia, the financial cost includes damaged infrastructure, lost fuel output, repair expenses, disruption to industry, potential shortages, and economic ripple effects. There are also strategic costs. Energy instability affects civilian morale, industrial performance, and military readiness. International markets feel the effects as well, with fluctuations in oil and gas prices, investment uncertainties, and broader geopolitical tension. The human cost cannot be ignored. While strategic strikes focus on infrastructure, there is potential for collateral damage and civilian risk, which both sides must navigate. In conclusion, the campaign represented by Moscow in danger. Ukraine's drone and missile strikes shake Russia's energy system, demonstrates a complex interplay of offense, defense, resilience, and strategic calculation. Exterior strikes are visually dramatic and symbolically powerful. The interior reveals vulnerabilities, interdependencies, and the mechanisms of recovery. Performance declines under sustained attack. Safety features are tested, and unique strategic elements play a decisive role in outcomes. The cost is steep for both attackers and defenders. The overall implication is clear. Energy infrastructure is a strategic target, and modern warfare increasingly incorporates attacks on economic and industrial lifelines. Ukraine's operations highlight the potential of precision, reach, and asymmetric tactics, while Russia's resilience underscores the importance of scale, redundancy, and rapid response. The long-term outcome will depend on the balance of sustained offensive capability against repair, adaptation, and strategic resource deployment. This evolving situation is not just a military story, but an energy, economic, and geopolitical narrative with global implications. Monitoring, analysis, and strategic understanding are essential to comprehend both the immediate and long-term consequences of these strikes on Russia's energy network and the broader conflict landscape.